All right, today we're going to dive into a tool that I think is going to completely change how you research, how you learn, and how you create. Seriously, if you've ever felt just buried under a mountain of documents, then you need to see this. We are talking about NotebookLM.
You know that feeling, right? You're working on a big project, and you're just drowning in this sea of PDFs and web articles and your own scattered notes. It's that classic information overload. You know there's a brilliant insight hiding in there somewhere, but finding it feels like searching for a needle in a digital haystack.
So what if you had a personal assistant who had already read, understood, and perfectly memorized every single document you've collected? Well, that's NotebookLM. And let's be crystal clear about something. This is not just another chatbot that knows a little bit about everything. No, this is an AI partner that works exclusively with the documents you provide. It's your private expert grounded in your information.
Okay, let's get into how it works. The very first thing you do is build your knowledge base. Think of it like creating your own private, super intelligent library, where every single book is ready and waiting to answer your most specific questions.
And getting started is ridiculously simple. You just create a new notebook for whatever project you're working on, and then you start adding your sources. You can upload PDFs, link to Google Docs, or even just copy and paste text. And as soon as you do, NotebookLM is reading and indexing everything, getting it all ready for you.
And this is where you have that first real aha moment. Once your sources are in there, you can actually start having a conversation with them. This is the whole point. It completely transforms you from being a passive reader into an active investigator of your own material.
You can start off simple. Let's say you drop in a dense 50-page report. Instead of spending hours reading it, you can just ask, summarize the main points of this document. And boom, instantly you get this perfect high-level overview. You get straight to the core ideas, saving you just a massive amount of time.
But you can also get incredibly precise. Let's say you don't care about that whole 50-page report. You only care about what it says on, supply chain logistics. You can ask exactly that. And NotebookLM acts like a surgical tool, scanning everything and pulling out only the bits that are relevant to you. It's like a searchlight in the dark.
And this brings up a really important principle here. The quality of your questions totally determines the quality of the answers. A simple question like, what is this about, is going to get you a broad summary. But a specific query, something like, explain the key arguments in Chapter 3, will get you a really detailed, nuanced explanation. You are completely in the driver's seat. Okay, so let's take it to the next level. We're going to move beyond just asking questions and start actively creating new ideas. This is where you really shift gears from just consuming information to synthesizing it, using the AI to help you connect the dots in new ways. So as you're reviewing your source document on one side of the screen, you can do something really simple. You can just highlight any sentence or paragraph that sparks an idea or feels important. It's just like using a yellow highlighter in a textbook, but way more powerful. And the workflow is just so seamless. You highlight some text, and with one click, it gets saved as a note. These notes literally become the building blocks for your project. You can drag and drop them, reorder them, and start building a structured outline for a research paper, a video script, you name it.
So, you've gathered your sources, you've asked a bunch of smart questions, and you've built an outline from all your best highlights. Now it's time to actually create something. And this is where you can let your AI partner step in and do the heavy lifting of drafting.
Your outline might look a little something like this, right? A simple, logical flow of your main ideas, all supported by the facts and quotes you pulled directly from your own sources. This is the skeleton of your final piece.
And then comes the magic prompt. You take that outline you so carefully put together, and you just ask NotebookLM to flesh it out. Now remember, you're not asking it to invent stuff out of thin air. You're asking it to write a coherent story based only on the notes and sources you provided.
So the AI starts rating, weaving your notes together into paragraphs. But look closely. You see that little number at the end of the sentence? That little 1? That is not just a detail. You could argue it's the single most important feature in the entire tool. Those numbers are source citations. It means that every single statement the AI generates is directly linked back to the exact passage it came from in your original documents. You can click it and instantly verify the source. This isn't just a cool feature. It's the entire foundation of trust and accuracy for this system.
Now, once you've got those fundamentals down, you can start to unlock some truly powerful techniques. This is where NotebookLM goes from being just an assistant to being a full-on analytical powerhouse.
This is the real game changer. Instead of working with just one document, you upload several.
Now you can ask the AI to synthesize information across all of them. You can ask it to compare the viewpoints of two different authors, or to find contradictions in your research, or even identify themes that pop up in all your sources. This is high-level thinking, and it happens in seconds.
Your real power as a user comes down to mastering your prompts. So don't just ask for a summary, ask for a summary and bullet points, focusing only on the pros and cons. Don't just read a chapter, ask the AI to create 10 review questions based on this text so you can test yourself. The more precise you are, the more usefully output will be.
And let's end on the single most important concept to take away from all this. NotebookLM is a completely closed ecosystem. It cannot and does not access the internet. Its entire universe of knowledge is limited to the documents you give it. And what that means is no misinformation, no AI hallucinations, just pure, verifiable insights from your material.
So there you have it. The tool is there, the workflow is clear, and all the power is in your hands. You can go from taming information overload to drafting complex, well-supported arguments. A whole new way of working is possible. So the only question left is, what will you build with it first?